people, it's your girl Vdina. Hope you brought your popcorn because this episode is gonna be lit. So guys, fasten your seatbelts because this plane is a battle. Take off. So guys, welcome to my channel, and today's episode we're gonna be talking about a blockbuster series. A blockbuster series that has made waves, and this series is Crash Landing on You. As a matter of fact, this drama crash landed on my heart. Oh my god, it's such a great drama. I'm so excited to give you guys all the deets of this video, of the drama. So guys, Crash Landing on You was filmed by Yoon-Bin and Yoon-Seri. I said all of that in my last video, so let's just get into the main dish. Now guys, we all know what happened in South Korea, right? We have seen news reports. We know that they have a fast internet. They have a K-pop music industry which is gaining waves. So we all know all these kind of things. However, what happens in North Korea? We don't know. So guys, Crash Landing on You gives us a fictional description or fictional idea of how life in North Korea is. And that's pretty exciting, right? So guys, the drama kicks off in South Korea. There we can see Yoon-Seri, Son-ye-jin, who is playing the character of Son-ye-jin. She's actually in the drama. She's actually a famous fashion CEO. She has a large fashion company called Sherry's Choice. Now you guys know how celebrities get their popularity? They use condoms, right? They use condoms to get popularity. The same thing with Yoon-Seri. Yoon-Seri, whenever she has a new product that she wants to sell, she usually goes on dates with celebrities, and she makes sure the paparazzi is around her, so she gets this popularity buzz, and then people talking about her, and the next day all her expensive designer shoes and bags are all sold out. So that's one of her strategy for sales. Now, as the episode progresses, we can see that she has a strained relationship with her family members. She doesn't really have this lovey-dovey family relationship. Rather, her family relationship is kind of strange, and we can see that in the conversation she had with her older brother. As a matter of fact, her brother called her and she didn't even have her brother's digits on her phone. That's to show you how bad their relationship is. So in drama, her brother tells her that their father, who was being released from prison that day, was coming back home and he wants a family meeting. That was all we know for now. So at the end of the day, she leaves work and she goes home. But before she gets home, let me give you guys a background of how the family's dining table is. So guys, you know how you want to eat with your family, right? And usually talking about your day and stuff. However, this family is the opposite. Like, there's tension in the room, and this is because the father is going to announce his new successor that day. And in Korea, we all know that usually the oldest male son is the one that usually gets the company. However, in this situation, we have two sons and we have Yoon-Seri. Out of the three of them, Yoon-Seri is the most successful. But she see how some disadvantages. She is a girl and she's the last born, and her family members, she's not liked by her family members. So you see, she doesn't really have a great chance of getting the company. So she comes to the dining table and greets her father, and her father announces that he wants to announce who his next successor is gonna be. Everybody is fingers crossed. They are all confused about who's going to be the next successor. The first son is useless. It's practically useless. He doesn't know anything apart from spending money. And the second son is very useful at getting swindled. Like, how are you always being scammed by scammers? I don't understand. If you were scammed once, like, what oh my god, this is not the first time he's being swindled. Anyway, back to the story. So Yoon-Seri is all that the mother, the siblings, they're all waiting for the father to make the announcement. And he said for the past 10 years he's been watching his family. And only one person has been successful. That's Yoon-Seri. 10 years ago, Yoon-Seri left the family. She just owned the family and she started her own business. And she became successful. So the father announced that the new successor is going to be Yoon-Seri. Now, of course, her mother and her brothers are not happy with this information. As a matter of fact, everybody's like, why would the father give the company to the youngest daughter? The youngest, who is the daughter. Anyway, Yoon-Seri goes home. She's hyped, she's happy. I got a company, stuff like that. She's happy. Now, the next day, she want to add a paragliding equipment to her fashion industry. Now, unlike other CEOs, most CEOs usually have people who do the testing of equipment for them. Yeah, but Yoon-Seri, being, she's working on cloud 9. She's gonna be the next successor of her father's company. She's excited and she loves paragliding. So she's like, you know what? I'm gonna use myself as an experiment, as a lab rat for this new equipment. So she decided to test run the equipment. Now, guys, have you guys ever had this experience whereby you're going out in the morning and you're like, what's up, Google? What's the weather gonna be like today? And Google's like, the weather is 72 degrees, no rain is predicted. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And you go out. Guess what? 20 minutes later, it starts raining from nowhere. You know that feeling? Yeah. That's what happened to Yoon-Seri. Yoon-Seri started paragliding and the weather was great. She was having a great time looking at the beautiful scenery. However, a tornado from nowhere, from literally nowhere, people, just comes, and you know how it goes. She's missing. Now, out of all the people who was in a paragliding experience, she was the only one who went missing. Could you believe that? Now, enough with South Korea. The scene opens up in North Korea, where our very own Hyun Bin, who is acting Captain Ri, is the one we see. Captain Ri is actually a captain of the special forces in North Korea. Now, Captain Ri, do you know, guys, there's some people that when you just look at them, you're like, oh my God, this person just, he seems like someone with dignity, someone with confidence, someone that has a great family history. You may not know a person, but the way the person comports his or herself, you feel like this person is a big deal. That's how Captain Ri is. He's honest, he's straight to the books, that's how he is. Now, guys, Captain Ri actually came in contact with 3 robbers from the south. These people are actually North Koreans so what they basically do is that they go to South Korea and they go steal things and bring to North Korea for personal gain. Now, between South Korea and North Korea, there's a border, right? Now, this border is full of bushes. It's like a forest, a little bit of forest. So the South Korean soldiers are on this side and North Korean soldiers are on this side. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So that's a demarcation. Now, the South Korean soldiers caught these people running to the north, and the north caught them coming into the north. So they apprehended them, and finally, after a little bit of argument, the South Korean soldiers finally released the thieves to the North Korean soldiers. Now, Captain Ri wants to go by the book and punish these people, right? However, his superior, who looks a little bit sketchy, he looks sketchy to me. So his superior decides that it would be better for everybody if he sends the criminals to the headquarters to be investigated there. And he's like, why do we need to investigate the criminals? We caught them red-handed. Let's give them swift punishment. Or the lieutenant was like, no, we're doing this way. He ain't doing this. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he sends them to the headquarters. Now, while Captain Ri was doing a routine border patrol and stuff like that, guess what happened? This is now the time that our girl Yoon-Seri decided it's okay to crash land on a tree. Okay, so now she crashed landed on a tree and then she's sleeping. She finally woke up and she's like, oh my God, where am I? Oh my God, what a beautiful scenery. Oh my God. She still not walkie-talkie and she's like, hello, Siri here. It had no communication in it. And now she's high up a branch. High up, the tree is very tall. Now, how's she gonna come down? She's stuck up there. So she was there, and that was when Captain Ri heard her sister lady on a tree. Now, mind you guys, this is North Korea, whereby people don't usually come to North Korea. As a matter of fact, coming to North Korea is like, oh my God, you about to die, people. And now he's seen a lady on a tree. First of all, he's like, is she a spy? Does she have a bomb with her? Who is she? Things like that. So right now, he just has going like, come down. Now she, in her mind, she's like, oh my God, my family were looking for me. So as a result of that, I sent a soldier. Oh my God, I'm about to go home. And then she's noticing that the guy is pointing a gun at her. And she's okay, wait a minute. Why is the soldier supposed to help? Why is the soldier pointing a gun at me? He's supposed to be helping me, right? So guys, that was where the whole story begins. The story is very interesting. Do you guys want to know what happened next? I'll tell you. Anyway, so she crash lands on him, and that's where the whole journey begins. So he tells her, okay, what are you doing here? Who are you? And stuff like that. They had this little conversation, and she wants to run. boat. Now he's like, be careful there, young lady, because this is a landmine. Any wrong step you take, you could step on a mine. And baby, you know what's up. She's like, are you sure? Are you sure? So during this whole, don't go, I'm going, don't go, I'm going. Guess who steps on a landmine? Captain Ray. Can you believe it? He stepped on a landmine. How would a soldier step on a landmine in his own territory? He stepped on a landmine, and she didn't. So she's like, oh, you stepped on the landmine. So she asked him, where is the fastest way to get to the southern border? Then he said, when you go straight down, you're gonna see a tree that divides two parts. Take the left. Now guys, I want you guys to be honest with me. If your enemy in a dangerous situation says, go, take left, will you take left? Oh no, I am gonna take the right, because I feel like my enemy wants me to go, to get injured and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take the opposite of what my enemy tells me. So guys, she goes on, and then she gets to that point. Meanwhile, Captain Ray's soldiers had come, his whole squad had come, and he had helped him remove the landmine. Now they're looking for her. So she started running. She went through the landmine. It was a whole hilarious process, running through a landmine, going through the borders. It was crazy. And that day was a very peculiar day because there was a storm. And that tornado destroyed their boundaries, the borders, the fences, some logs, some trees were pushed down and stuff like that. So it was crazy. And some of Captain Ray's squad were actually drunk. They were drinking while on duty. So this was a whole melodrama. So right now she ran through the forest. She got injured. She started running. She crossed the border, and then finally she arrives at a village. Finally! Could you believe her excitement? Could you believe her happiness? Could you believe how she was happy that she finally made it to the village? Like, she could make a phone call, she could get a taxi, she could go home, eat, have a massage. Anyway, right now we can see that Captain Ray is still looking for her in the forest. Now my question is, why is Captain Ray still looking for her? He told her, go left, okay? Go left. So practically she's supposed to be in the south by now. So why is he looking for her in the wilderness, right? So guys, back in the south, Siri's family members already made aware that she's missing. Her two brothers, as known already, they're happy that she's not there. The younger brother's wife, the second brother's wife, told her husband that he should use this opportunity to find the guy who swindled him, and that is Mr. Go, the con artist. So now she's going to use the opportunity of Siri's appearance to look for the con artist who swindled him. Meanwhile, they're waiting for 48 hours so they can officially round up the search, declare her missing and dead. The only person who's sincerely worried about her is her parents and her secretary. Now the mother was feeling so bad that she had a flashback to what happened the day before when the father announced Siri as the next successor. The mother had followed Siri outside and told Siri that Siri should basically to basically give up the position, that she shouldn't take the position of the new CEO of the father's company when she has older brothers. The mother had this mindset that a woman shouldn't be the one to take over the property if she has brothers there. But of course, Siri was like, mother, even though you've never been a mother to me, whenever I'm hurt, the first person they might call is mother. And the camera shows back to Yoon-Seri when she fell down in North Korea, and the first person she called was her mother. Ma! So that shows that even though her mother wasn't really nice to her, Yoon-Seri still had a soft spot for her mother in her heart. So guys, the episode is running up right now. But what's happening right now is that Yoon-Seri got to the village and she met the biggest shock of her life. Could you guess it? You want me to tell you, right? Alright, I'll tell you. What happened is that Yoon-Seri found out that she wasn't actually in the south. Rather, when she crossed the border to the northern part. Like, where she was actually the border, where she would actually have run back to the southern border. But she ran into the territory of North Korea. So she's actually in the heart of North Korea. Guys, it's about to go down. So she's there, she's surprised, she's in a cow, she's a woman buying milk from getting milk from a cow, The housing structure is different. The roads are not paved. As a matter of fact, there's dirt everywhere. We could see a strict schedule. At a particular time, everybody comes out and they are all doing exercises. And you can see our great leader face up there. Everything is different. And just that, a vehicle was coming. Guess who was in a vehicle? That was the sketchy, the shady Captain Reed's boss, Lieutenant Joe, sorry. That guy seemed shady to me. He seemed very shady. So he was driving. Now, mind you, this is a close-knit community. If the way she was dressed automatically stands her out. So if she is spotted, she will be immediately gunned down as a traitor or a spy. So while she was just standing there saying a car coming, she's having all kind of thoughts in her head right now. She's like, oh my god, what's happening? Why am I not in the South? Why? All my life I've made great choices. She started thinking about back to her life in back in her life to when she was young, and they were having a party for her. They gave her money, they gave her a car key, they gave her so many things. Choose whatever you want. It's like a culture then. And she picked her father's hand. And ever since that day, whenever she wants to make a decision in life, she always made the right choice. But this time around, baby, she made the worst choice of the century. So while the vehicle was coming, before the vehicle could see her, somebody body slammed her to a gate. And the vehicle passed. Now there's a question. Who body slammed her to the gate? Do you want to know? Because I want to know too. However, I do know. Anyway, guys, the person who body slammed her to the gate was Captain Ree. Now, here's the deal, guys. Would Captain Ree immediately follow protocol and gun her down, kill her? Or would he give her up to the investigative unit so that she is being investigated and they know who she is, why she's here, and how she got to North Korea? Or would he let her go? Guys, this was the end of episode 1. If you want to know more, come back to my next video for episode 2. So before I go, I just want to say that I like this introduction to Crash Landing on You. It's actually a great beginning. I feel like the beginning is strong, even though we know that because it's a love story, we all know that they would end up together. The question now is, how would they end up together? Because they basically live in two different worlds. She lives in the South, he lives in the North. She can come to the North, he can come to the South. So you see, it's very complicated. How would this love story unfold? This is not a usual typical K-drama whereby, we already know what's gonna happen. No, this has so many twists and turns, and I can't wait to get through that with you guys. It's really interesting. I love how they showed us two aspects of North Korea and South Korea. Now we know that North Korea is more rural than South Korea. So basically South Korea is the urban part, while North Korea is basically more urban, and there's more poverty and difficulties there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Crash Landing on You. See episode 1. It's a go. It's a girl, Vdina. Peace out.